Have you ever wondered why certain events in your life seem to be mysteriously connected? Why do we sometimes think of someone and suddenly that person calls us, or we come across something we just mentioned? These are examples of synchronicities, a fascinating idea introduced by the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. But what are synchronicities really, and how does Jung explain them? Let's delve into this universe. Intriguingly, Jung described synchronicity as the occurrence of two or more events that are not causally related but are meaningfully connected. In other words, they are coincidences that hold deep significance for the person experiencing them. But why does this happen? Is there a hidden logic behind these seemingly random events? To better understand, think of your own life. Have you ever experienced a coincidence that seemed more than mere chance? Perhaps a dream that appeared to predict a future event, or an unexpected encounter that changed the course of your life. Jung believed that these events are not just happenstance, but manifestations of something greater. Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, a part of the mind shared by all humans. This collective unconscious contains archetypes, which are universal images or themes that appear across cultures and time periods. Jung theorized that expressions of these archetypes manifest in our lives in mysterious ways. Consider, for example, the hero figure in different cultures. From Hercules to Harry Potter, this figure repeatedly appears in myths, tales, and stories around the world. Jung saw this as a sign that there is a shared psychic structure among all of us. Synchronicities, then, could be moments when this common structure manifests in someone's personal reality. But how does this affect us? Jung believed that synchronicities are a way for the universe to communicate with us. They can serve as awakenings, calls for self-reflection, or guidance for changes in our lives. When we experience a synchronicity, it can be a moment to pause and ask, what does this mean for me? What am I being called to understand or change? Imagine for a moment that you are considering a career change but are hesitant. Suddenly you encounter an old friend who enthusiastically talks about it. A sign for you to seriously consider the change. Have you had any interesting experiences with synchronicity? Share with us in the comments. Jung's idea goes beyond mere coincidence. He suggested that there is a connection between our psyche and the physical world, a principle he called synchronicity. This principle suggests that the external world and our inner life are somehow aligned. Synchronicities are points of intersection between these two worlds. Now, think about your life again. Have you ever felt that an external event reflected something happening within you? Perhaps a storm coincided with a period of emotional turmoil, or an accidental encounter happened when you needed encouragement. Additionally, Jung viewed synchronicity as a means of achieving individuation, a process of becoming the fullest and most authentic self. When we pay attention to synchronicities, we can begin to understand patterns in our lives and how they relate to personal development. It's as if the universe is sending us messages, guiding us on our journey to self-understanding and fulfillment. But how can we be more open to synchronicities? First, it's essential to be attentive. In our modern, busy lives, we often overlook small details or coincidences. To notice synchronicities, we need to slow down and be more present in the moment. Second, it's important to reflect on these experiences. When something significant happens, ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? Maybe there's a lesson to be learned, or a direction to be followed. By reflecting on synchronicities, we begin to see patterns and messages that can guide us on our personal journey. Finally, Jung encouraged openness to mystery. In a world where science and logic prevail, it can be challenging to accept the idea that there are forces or connections we don't fully understand. However, embracing mystery can lead to greater self-awareness and growth. Therefore, according to Jung, synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are moments of connection between the collective unconscious and our personal experience, offering insights, guidance, and opportunities for personal growth. By paying attention to these moments and reflecting on their meaning, we can uncover the hidden truth behind synchronicities and use these revelations to transform our lives. Advancing in the exploration of synchronicities raises an intriguing question. How can we distinguish a true synchronicity from a mere coincidence? Jung argued that personal meaning is the key. A synchronicity is not just a strange coincidence. It resonates with you on a deep level and often brings a message or insight that feels significant and timely. But what is the true nature of this connection? One way to understand synchronicities is to consider them as reflections of Jung's individuation process. This process is each person's journey to become their true self by integrating different aspects of their personality. Synchronicities can appear as milestones on this journey, indicating when we are on the right path or when we need a push in the right direction. Imagine, for example, that you are struggling with a difficult decision and repeatedly see a number or come across a quote that speaks directly to your dilemma. These moments can be seen as signs that your consciousness is trying to communicate with you, offering guidance or confirmation. But why would the universe communicate with us in this way? Jung believed that there is an underlying unity to everything, a principle he called unus mundus. In this unified world, the physical and the psychic are not separate, but dimensions of the same reality. Synchronicities are manifestations of this deep connection between our psyche and the external world. To better understand this, think about how you feel when you experience a synchronicity. There is often a sense of awe, a perception that something greater is at play. It's almost as if, for a brief moment, we glimpse the complexity and interconnectedness of everything that exists. Jung saw these moments as opportunities to connect with unus mundus, gaining insights not only about ourselves, but also about the nature of reality. But how does this relate to spirituality? Synchronicities often have a spiritual or mystical aspect. They make us question the nature of reality and our place in it. Jung didn't see this as opposed to reason or science, but as a complement. He argued that science and spirituality are two ways of understanding the world, and synchronicities are where they meet. Now reflect on your own spiritual journey. Have you experienced synchronicities that seem to have a spiritual significance? Perhaps an unexpected encounter that brought a message you needed to hear, or a dream that offered insight into a problem you were facing. Jung also emphasized the importance of paying attention to dreams, seeing them as a rich source of synchronicities. By analyzing your dreams and being attentive to synchronicities in everyday life, you may begin to perceive patterns and messages that are relevant to your personal and spiritual journey. Additionally, Jung encouraged the practice of reflection and meditation as ways to be more open to synchronicities. By cultivating an open and receptive state of mind, you become more sensitive to the signs and messages that the universe may be trying to send. In conclusion, Jung's perspective on synchronicities invites us to look beyond the surface of everyday events and to consider the deeper connections that exist in our lives. By doing so, we can begin to see our personal journey as part of a larger, interconnected fabric that unites us all. Synchronicities are more than mere coincidences. They are windows into the profound mystery of existence, offering glimpses of a broader and more interconnected reality. They challenge us to live with greater awareness, openness, and curiosity, exploring the depths of our own soul and the world around us. So they are much more than mere coincidences. They are windows into the profound mystery of existence, offering glimpses of a broader, interconnected reality. They challenge us to live with greater awareness, openness, and curiosity, exploring the depths of our own soul and the world around us. At the heart of Jung's concept of synchronicity is the idea that we are all part of an interconnected and meaningful universe. This view challenges the notion of a purely mechanistic world where everything is explained through cause and effect. Instead, it offers a perspective where the psyche and the material world are deeply intertwined, where the internal and the external mirror and influence each other. But how can this understanding transform our way of living? When we begin to see synchronicities in our lives, this can lead us to greater attention and presence. Instead of going through our days automatically, we start to look at the coincidences and patterns that arise, their meaning and purpose. This more conscious approach to life can open doors to new understandings and transformations. Consider, for example, the moments when you feel lost or confused. In these times, synchronicities can act as beacons, offering direction and meaning. A chance encounter, a phrase heard at a crucial moment, or even a dream can provide insights that help us navigate our challenges. By paying attention to these signs, we can find clarity and guidance in times of uncertainty. Jung also believed that synchronicities help us connect with our true selves. By observing how certain events resonate with us, we begin to better understand who we are and what we truly value. This self-knowledge is essential for individuation, the process of becoming a whole and fulfilled person. Additionally, Jung saw synchronicities as a bridge between science and mysticism, between the rational and the irrational. By recognizing the validity of these experiences, we open our minds to possibilities beyond what is tangible and measurable. This doesn't mean rejecting logic or reason, but rather integrating them with a broader understanding of reality. So how can we apply the wisdom of synchronicities in our daily lives? Here are some suggestions. Keep a journal of synchronicities. Note significant events and coincidences that occur in your life. This can help you identify hidden patterns and messages. Dedicate time to internal reflection. Meditation can help calm the mind and be more open to subtle perceptions. Pay attention to your dreams. Dreams can be a rich source of synchronicities and insights. Try to remember and record your dreams and reflect on their meaning. Embrace the mystery. Allow yourself to be open to the idea that not everything can be explained or understood rationally. Accept the wonder and mystery of life. Seek connections. Observe the connections between events in your life and your internal thoughts and feelings. This can offer a deeper understanding of your experiences. Live consciously. Try to live in the present moment with full awareness. This can increase your perception of meaningful synchronicities and coincidences. In summary, synchronicities, according to Carl Jung, are a fascinating phenomenon that can offer deep insights into our lives and the nature of reality. By paying attention to these significant events and reflecting on their impact, we can unlock a deeper level of understanding and connection with the world around us. Synchronicities invite us to live more attentively and meaningfully, opening our eyes to the beauty and mystery that surround us each day. Now I ask you, dear friend, to share your own experience with synchronicities in the comments. Your story is precious because each story is a fragment of this great universe of connections that we all share. I sincerely thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. If you felt inspired by the message, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Here we will continue to embark on journeys of discovery, reflection, and spiritual transformation. Thank you for being here, for sharing your light, and for opening yourself to the wonders of the universe. Until our next meeting, keep exploring, questioning, and growing. Peace and light on your journey.